think this video is going to be just a bit crooked, but hopefully soon I'll have a new little setup. I've got to make this quick because I'm about to run out of battery power. So here we go. Okay. This journal is made from a child's storybook called Mr. Pine's Mixed Up Signs. This is the front cover. In the back, it's a Wonder Books Easy Reader, and the copyright date on this is 1961. It's a 3-ring bound journal, and I like the 3-ring binding because it's easy, you know, if you're in here and you want to take a piece out, you know, to work on or to use, you know, you could cut some of this out if you want to use it in one of your creations. You just pop open these rings, slip the page right out, and then, you know, you do your work or do cutting, whatever you want to do, and then if you're putting it back in, say if you've worked on this and you've, you know, covered this up and added something like your kids at the beach with the sunshine, you know, you get through with your work, then you can pop it right back in wherever you'd like. You can, the book is in order, the story is intact and in order, and you can keep it that way or, you know, mix it up, whatever you want to do. So, easy to use. I really like those. Also, on the cover, I don't know if you can see or not, I've used some of the, what do you call it, glossy accents on some of these pieces of art, or parts of the artwork, on the little, these curly cube looking pieces of the art, the one-way signs, and the little handle of the mailbox, the red strip, and the schedule, and also on his hat, his shirt, his shoes, down there, the little like Converse label, and the spots on the dog. So it just gives it a neat look. You know, you just sort of catch the gloss in the light just right, and it gives it some texture. So anytime I can use glossy accents, I jump on it. I love using those. Okay, so let's get to the inside. When you open it up, this is, you know, the front cover. And I just added this brown little envelope, and it's got some cutouts that are left over from creating the journal. Little, you know, so you'd have some coordinating pieces and things to work with as you do your creating. Lots of fun. Plus you get to, you know, sort of recycle something. This is the cover page, and down at the bottom it has a stamp that it's from the Library of First Baptist Church, Ropesville, Texas. If anybody's from Texas, that'd be cool. And my formula for the book essentially is to keep 2 of the story pages and then add something. So we've got the first 2 story pages, and I added a handmade envelope, a large one. On the front of the envelope, I just put a belly band right here and added this little flip open journal spot that's embellished with some crochet lace. Whoops. Pop that back on. And then inside the envelope, that's embellished with a burlap bow. I did not make that bow, by the way. Some more, you know, cool cutouts and stuff for you to use. And I also included an envelope, glassine envelope of fun things I used in the book to stamp with, and some I didn't use, you know, but I thought you might enjoy them. There's the hand, pointing hand on paper bag, detour signs. Okay, so the gist of the story is Mr. Pine does the signage for the town, and he loses his glasses, and it's time to make and fix up signs around the town. They're getting old. And he loses his glasses, and so everything he puts up is mixed up. You know, it's in the wrong place or it's upside down, that kind of thing. So I included stamps that I had that were of, you know, signage and just things related to the book. Some little clouds that were cute, some arrows, different directions. Of course, you can turn them any way you want. Different types of arrows. Say road sign with the, you know, curves coming up. Route 66 road sign, car. I think there's a bicycle in here somewhere too, maybe. I don't, yep, did the bicycle. Anyway, just fun little stuff like that. And on the other side, we've got work in progress. Oh, and I printed on some other paper. Yeah. Okay, so those would be fun to have available. I thought they would be. Okay, slide this back over. Oh, also, I reinforced the pages with washi tape that coordinates throughout the book. Okay. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention at the very beginning is I love the artwork in this book. You know, it's done by the author himself, and it's just unique. You know, it's his own hand drawings, and also the colorway. You know, the only colors are black and white and this gold color. So I coordinated with that some browns and also some gold and oranges and deep red, you know, color. Thought that'd be fun. So, okay, 2 more pages. And this is a piece of vintage paper from a hospital in Pittsburgh. I think it's Pittsburgh. And I doubled it up so it's sturdy. But it's got a vintage tabbed index card here, and I stamped work in progress on the front of that. And when you flip it down, you've got some journaling space here, or space for your picture and do your journaling up here, whichever you'd like. At the top with some red thread, I stitched on just a sales tag, and on the back, a vintage milk cap. See, like these would be so fun to cut out and use on some of your stuff, maybe. 2 pages, and then this cool flip out. Opens up to gridded pattern paper. It's got an original or vintage cigarette card, and just embellished it also with some scrapbook paper and black thread. And on the back, we have a vintage Viewmaster reel I used as a tuck spot, and just made this cool little journal spot. Thought that was pretty, and I love these colors with the colors in the book. Vintage ticket I sewed on the front. 2 pages, and then we've got this little edition, and it is made out of scrapbook paper, and I made a pocket on this side out of stretchy lace and put in a vintage tabbed index card as a journal spot, blank on the back. Then you turn it over, and this opens up like this. I originally made this so that the bird would turn, opening up this thing. I didn't set it up right. But anyway, that being said, it's easy enough just to, you can leave the bird like it is and just pull it open. It does hold it closed. So anyway, journaling space here, and picture whatever you want for that, and a Timmy Holtz embellishment there. Yeah, but he does turn. If you want to turn him, you can. Okay, and then we have a large vintage flashcard, and I just added an embellishment at the top and embellished here with scissors. Those are from Timmy Holtz, both of those, and just added some little vintage papers here. 2 more book pages, and then we have some school handwriting paper, and it is doubled up also, so it's nice and sturdy, and added some of the Tim Holtz embellishments with some lace and scrapbook paper. And on the back, a little embellishment area up here that just says here. And I did that because, you know, over here on the story, he's looking for his missing glasses, and he's telling where he looked here and even here. So that was fun. This edition is also made out of scrapbook paper, and on the front you have a small pocket with a journal spot here. It's decorated with a vintage postage and ticket, and it opens out like that, and you've got some lace here and a tuck spot that's plain on the back. Okay. 2 more pages. And then we have a double pocket made out of scrapbook paper. And on the front, I just included a vintage drink label. I just rounded it. It was originally square, but I wanted it round for some reason. And it's held on with this little embellished paper clip, this little tassel. On the back, I just added some vintage paper, you know, to make it a tuck spot that's easy to write on. Slip that in there. Has a ticket embellishment at the bottom on that pocket. This pocket has a tag and a little skinny journal spot area. And this pocket has a matchbook that's made out of wallpaper, textured wallpaper, nice and thick, and some vintage lace at the bottom. And it just has some various papers inside. I stamped notes at the top on some tea-stained deli, tea-stained scrapbook paper, just some blank paper that is actually from a vintage book. Yeah. Some vintage journal grid, vintage ledger, and this vintage yellow business paper. It's like some kind of accounting paper. You'll see it again in here. And then it's got even the little stripe plate on the back. I thought that was so cute. I love using those. And the back I left plain except for this Timmy Holtz embellishment at the top. 2 pages. And then this pocket has a Tim Holtz embellishment here. And a ticket, or I mean a tag inside that is... yeah, has hold. And it even has space here and here, even though it's small. You know, you can write on that, journal on it, or put small pictures. And the back has a little tag up here in this little lace pocket area. Yeah. Turn that over. The back is plain except for these embellishments. That warning is just from some packaging. And Silly's one of Tim Holtz's word cards. Because everything in the book so far as that's happening is silly. And I thought it'd be so much fun if you have something silly, you know, like with your kids or family or friends that you wanted to journal about. That would be a cool place to do it. So we've got 2 more pages. Here's that yellow business paper I was talking about. And I just rounded the corners down, or cut it down and then rounded the corners. Added a blank price tag and some lace. And then one of Tim Holtz's embellishments. And I thought it was cute because there's a clock over here on this page. 2 pages, and I love this fold out. So this is made from scrapbook paper, and I put a label on the front. It looks like one of the Denison labels, but it's not Denison. It's, I don't know where I got them, but I've got a few, and it opens out twice. So you've got this nice ledger paper on the inside to write or add whatever you wanted in. There's a pocket here out of some embellished vellum. And in the pocket, I just added some Monopoly money. You know, it's fun. Monopoly money's fun just to use in your art. You know, you can tear it up and collage with it. Or you could write on the back of it as a journaling spot. You know, you could take them out and staple them up and make a little, you know, booklet out of it if you wanted. Whatever you like. I love using Monopoly money. And I've acquired a ton of that. So I use it whenever I can. Oop. That's bothering me. Okay. Close that up. In the back, I just embellished with a little blank price tag. Open to another scrapbook paper pocket page. And the front, I embellished with a paper flower and a vintage button and stitched it all on top of this. This material is like, it comes from the inside spine of an old book. You know, when you tear it apart, it was just this really sturdy and neat texture. I like that. So I just sort of made it like a little cluster. Okay, and then inside of this, you have 2 pockets. And the one on the left has the the piece that turns I was talking about, this one actually works. You know, that pops open. And you've got a little notepad, essentially, with different kinds of paper inside. Close it up and turn your piece there, and it holds that together. And on the back is another small pocket that's made out of the vellum. And you've got a journal spot here, or picture spot, whatever. And I embellished, you know, these 2 little pockets. That's got a vintage postage on it and a vintage sizing label. And then this side has a tag that has a magnetic closure. See? So fun. But anyway, there's plenty of room in there to do what you'd like. And vintage postage blank on the back. Sorry silk at the top. Left that blank. 2 pages. We have a vintage bingo card, and I just made this, it's almost like a crepe material. It could be, I don't know. But I ruffled it. So I made this ruffle. Plenty of journaling space there. And 2 pages. And then this is a clear photo pocket. And there are lots of goodies in here. I'm not going to pull them all out. But, you know, you've got some vintage medicine labels, vintage Denison or Eureka card, you know, little sticker labels, vintage postage. And then on the back, you've got some of the bird cutouts, Timmy Holtz words, and a card of washi tape that coordinates. I will take that out. It coordinates with the washi tape I used to reinforce where I punched the holes for binding. So you'd have that to use when you're journaling or scrapbooking, you know, whatever you want to do. And then I think we're at the end of the book. Yep. And this has the original checkout date sheet. It starts back in March of '76, and the library card and pocket at the end. So, super fun. I hate getting rid of stuff that has the original, especially the date sheet. You know, you find them right often with the card and pocket, but or from what I have locally around me, you don't see them often with the date sheet. So this is kind of neat. Yeah, and there's the back of the book, if I hadn't shown it already. So it's in my Etsy shop, ready to go. So, if you'd like to order it, I just wanted you to know too, it will come in a pillowcase bag that's made out of probably this vintage sheet right here. And shipping will be the day of order or the next morning. So shipping should be fairly quick and shouldn't cost, you know, too very much. I'd say $7 or less. I don't know, whatever it's calculated to be according to the size. And I always, you know, if it's over, whatever, if you pay postage over, I credit it back to your account. So no need to worry about that. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for taking a look at it, and see you again soon. Bye.